everybody, and welcome to this video coming from just near St Ives. Actually, I literally got to walk this way because the bus actually terminates here on this stop, just literally behind me, and these people have got to wait for the next one to get into the actual town itself. So this is the St Ives Park and Ride here. We're going to take you into the town very shortly, but welcome to Lovely Coffee, welcome to touring with us, and let's go. Well, can you believe it, from this point it is 14 miles to Cambridge. Amazing, isn't it? I wonder what's in here. Looks like a lookout for some reason. Looks very, very weird in there, doesn't it? God knows what's been left in there. But anyway, I'm going to head this way here into St Ives. I haven't walked this way for a long time. I've got to literally cross the traffic lights, past the park and ride of St Ives here, and then of course we might show an inkling of the spoons called the Swan and Angel, which is also in the town as well, which I'll show you in just a moment. Actually going to go on a new route here, if I can go down here very safely. This is a brand new route to me. I could either use the steps, probably not safe to do so, but I can go down here slowly. So basically I've come in the middle of nowhere here. I've got to literally turn back because literally this could go on for absolute miles. It's a nice little walk though if you ever try it out, but actually I'm going to do a U-turn and go back the other way because you're not going to see any of the town otherwise. Well, it's a bit like the tractor park in Haverhill if you've never actually seen it before. It goes on for complete miles down there, but you never know where it's going to end up. So of course, I'll turn the cameras around and go this way, I think. Here's a bit of the lake here, you can see here. When looking at these lakes, especially from this sort of area here, be careful not to step too far to the edge there. Obviously, you don't really want to fall in, not if you can help it. Lovely, beautiful picture from just outside St Ives town here. Lovely, beautiful clouds in the background, as you can see in the water. I think their dog has gone way into the distance. There was a dog there, a very friendly one as well. Well, there's only one way back, is this way, where I pretty much started, and now I should be heading into the actual main town of St Ives with a click. Phew, that was a little bit exhausting for me to go down there in the heat like this, but it's apparently going to get hotter this week. But anyway, from this date here, I can say it is 14th of June on a Tuesday 2022 here. I'm stood up this area here, and of course be absolutely careful going down the slope here, and obviously you wouldn't want to do it in the winter time, and take extra care if you do use these steps, which is full of stinging nettles pretty much. I actually bumped into this black bloke, and he was walking with a stick here, and he said it was better to get out there for mental health wise, to get out there and walk rather than sit in all day and watch the telly and all that kind of thing. He's absolutely right, and I say good on him for that. So that was a black guy who passed me on the way. There were two others behind that, and of course they had a dog with me and said that it was very friendly. Yes, very friendly dog, which the two couple of blokes had. I'm going to have to find a way of getting to the actual town this way. So it will be with a click. Something that they are against of in this area, if you can read all that, it's like walking in front of a train track. So basically we're going to cross over here and you're going to see more of the town here in St Ives. Well, I've just crossed this busy road. As you can see, here's the busy road of St Ives. Takes you ages to get across here, just to bear that in mind. But I've got across here, and as well as flowers here, this is the old St Ives train station, 1847 to 1970. Photograph courtesy of John McKinney, designed by John Salter. Wow, there you go, that's what it used to look like. As we enter St Ives that way. Just here is the information board. You might miss it on the way into St Ives, but this is the old St Ives railway station. That was a bus going through there making a noise. But of course, if you want to read all the information is here about the history of the railway station. As I said, 1847 to 1970, and of course beautiful pictures here. The sun is getting in the way, so it's not easy to see this picture, but this one is a lot easier, of the old railway station of St Ives, and all the information there you need to know. You might have to read that quick, because actually I haven't got time in this video to read it all. And there's a map of where it probably used to be. So there's a map of where it used to be, probably, in St Ives, and where it used to go to. Just over there. It was the St Ives and Huntingdon Easter line back in the day. And there it was there. Well, not many people would actually talk about this when you enter a town, but it's situated just literally behind me, Waitrose. I've had a look around there for the first time in this particular St Ives version of this supermarket, and of course I would say I'm quite impressed, because you know, it's not often I get a chance to go in Waitrose. I think there's one in Peterborough, and there's other places as well. That's as far as I know. There might be another Waitrose somewhere else that I haven't mentioned. Do let me know in the comments if there's another Waitrose that you know of and you've been into. And this one here is quite spectacular. I'm quite impressed with it. Nice cool breeze, especially in the summer here, as it is here in June. But yeah, another bonus I got is a reduced price of just a small carton of milk. Not actually the small one, the next one up from the small one, and it was 85p. To get a reduced price of that for milk, it's not bad. Saves having to go and buy one of the other bottles, like Coke and Fanta and all that kind of thing. But anyway, that's another thing altogether. So I'm actually going to walk through here. Just to the right is the actual bus station, which actually the bus didn't stop here. It was only stopping pretty much in that direction. So that's how far I've literally had to walk. Okay, just to remember that for the future, that some buses will stop here coming from Cambridge. So walking down here, this is the main car park of the Waitrose just here. Not all that exciting to everyone, but of course I just thought I'd mention about the Waitrose here. What a nice way to have a bench as well. There's also another bench down there as well, which is quite rare for anyone that wants to sit outside a supermarket. But maybe some supermarkets do have benches. That's what I'm trying to say on that one. That's the bus station just there. I wonder what this bench is in aid of here. I wonder if it's something to do with the Queen Platinum Jubilee, which was recently. Very creative, isn't it? Nice looking garden outside of a bus station. So this is the main bus station of St Ives, just here. This is where the buses that go on their way to Huntingdon, unless they stop on the other side near the park and ride, they will actually stop here on their way to Huntingdon, which is literally, I would say, on the bus it would probably about 20 to half an hour to get to Huntingdon from here. But if you go by car, obviously a lot quicker. Unusual for a bus station to see a lot of pictures here. That one's got nothing on it, but these have got pictures all on it, just dotted around there. And you've got a waiting area as well, which is quite nice in the winter. Look at that, the old town of St Ives. Nice to look at when you come to a bus station. This one here, number one. It's got to be a number one view as well. St Ives, the bridge, which we're going to take a fantastic view from very, very shortly. So please stay with the one you're on for that. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So do join us for that. That's what it looked like back in the day, I presume, by that black and white photograph. By the looks of that, the toilets are open just behind us there. New information coming soon on this board. I wonder if next time I come here that will be changed. It's not often I mention toilets in videos, but of course they are there if you need them, and they are open this time round. I wonder if that will be the case next time. Interesting to know. I'm sure the toilets have been done up since last time I came here, so obviously they have been retransformed into better toilets, which is good to know of St Ives. This is the way that the bus will go heading towards Huntingdon. Goes around this way. I wonder how long it took to knit that on that bench just there. Look how pretty that is. Wow, could other towns come up with that idea? I don't know. There's another one on that tree as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we will look at the Market Hill as you look at the pictures there, as you are seeing exclusive pictures from St Ives here. The Market Hill, the history in the streets of St Ives. St Ives was first built about the year of 1100. This large open space was left in the middle of the town for a fair to be held every Easter. In the year of 1200, King John granted a charter of weekly market to take place here as well. 800 years later, the market, as in the Monday market, still fills this street every week. The Michaelmas Fair is still held at Market Hill once a year, but it isn't the Easter Fair of 900 years ago. Instead, the Michaelmas Fair is held in the town centre every October. It dates back to at least 500 years, and no one knows for certain how long it's been going. The list of the pubs are just here, by the way. If anyone can see that, I'll give you time to have a look at that. Now the pubs. The crowds drawn to the Monday markets have always been good customers for St Ives businesses. In the Victorian times, there was an enormous number of pubs in the town, especially here in the Market Hill. In 1838, the population of St Ives was only 3,500, the size of a village nowadays. But the town had 70 pubs. That's one pub for every 50 people. The map above shows how many pubs there used to be in Market Hill. There are only 3 left today. Wow. Brilliant. That's all on this here. If you want to read that in full, feel free to come over to St Ives and check it out. So, heading that way. Well, I thought all this was in aid for the Platinum Jubilee 1952 to 2022. You can see just clearly there how beautiful that looks. So I do my ratings outside of the spoons because I literally couldn't film because of spacious reasons, and of course you don't want to film too many people as well, making it too obvious. But of course I just wanted to show you an inkling of what it was like in there, especially those paintings were amazing, weren't they? But anyway, to rate the sausages and beans that I had out of 10, definitely overall they're not too bad. Some of the food was a little bit on the cold side, but I'm not going to say too much about that. But what I would say, it's definitely overall worth eating in the future. So for the price of £6.15, you can't grumble for that, really. So that's my rating of that. Of course, what's your rating of this? Some swans here in St Ives. Wow, they look nice. So I head down this alleyway. It's a lot cooler down here than it is actually with the sun glaring in your face. As you see, I'm a little bit on the sunburnt side. That's because I'm sweating here. Well, kind of, but it's much cooler, as I say, coming through this alleyway, as you see. So we head down towards this way. I haven't got my gimbal with me. I don't have that with me. Directions to the toilets are on these signs here. Directions to the bus station and Holt Island, Norris Museum, all in this way. Lots of people enjoying the peaceful area here. And what I'll do is quickly head onto the bridge, where you'll see a lovely view from there in a click. Well, that, my all-weather friends, is just about it from this beautiful historic town of St Ives here. This bridge has got a huge history and it's just pretty much amazing. But of course, we'd like to thank you all for watching here. If you've not heard of Touring With Us, make sure you do subscribe to us. I'm sure you've heard of it by the times that you've seen these videos, but of course tell your friends about us, and make sure that you're able to tell them about Touring With Us, and of course get them to subscribe to us. So wherever you may be next time, have yourself a beautiful time. And I would actually say that I think the Dolphin Hotel has closed. It looks like it where I'm standing. Let me know in the comments if you know anything about that, and I'll probably find out a little bit more about that next time. From all of us here, on behalf of Touring With Us, it's been lovely coffee. As my stage name, as per usual. Till next time, take care. bonus footages here, live from pretty much St Ives, not the Morocco version. But of course, I'm at the quay leading to Wellington Street here, and I've just asked this guy on a mountain bike, I believe, watching over the bridge. I think he's pushed on somewhere, but of course, I asked him whether the Dolphin Hotel is still open, but he said it was open, but nobody seems to sit outside there. For whatever reason, he wasn't sure. So, yeah, as far as I know, the Dolphin Hotel is still open, but nobody sits out there apparently. So maybe I can do that next time round when I come here again. So I'm actually going to leave you with some great footage of this view. How wonderful is that? Just quickly, wouldn't it be nice to have a webcam just showcasing this area here, just at the top of that building? Would be nice, but I can't see that ever happening here. But it would be nice if they had a webcam just like this, as you see, a beautiful view of this beautiful quay of St Ives. Well, hello there, and you're watching me from a different sort of day today, and I would actually like to say this now, of course, just to let you know that It is a Wednesday, the 15th of June 2022, just to let you all know. And it is 10 minutes past 1 p.m. Not that you want to know that, but of course, I want to, because it's easier for me to do so. I haven't got to wait for the bus or anything like that, or any transport, or I don't even have a car anyway. But of course, it's much easier to do it at home. So I thought I'd do a analysation. Yes, analysation before my cod gets through my throat. What am I talking about? Before my cod gets through my throat. Anyway, this is unedited, by the way. But yeah, before I start coughing again, I would actually like to say an analysation, seriously, of yesterday's fantastic little walk around St Ives of not Mallorca, by the way, but of course it's Florida, actually. Florida of the UK. But no, seriously, I'd like to give it a mark out of 10. So, of course, I'm actually going to give you a rate here. I'll definitely give it about 8 out of 10. It's because I didn't actually know whether the Dolphin Hotel is open. It's not actually 100% clear to me if it's open. I will find out about it, by the way. It's not to say anything bad about the town at all whatsoever. Maybe I'll do a section of good to know and bad to know, which will be something that we might put as a feature, as well as the out of 10 kind of thing. So I'm going to give it a rate out of 10. It's a little bit quiet, of course. To live in these places is quite different to actually visiting these places. So yeah, there is some good points rather, and some bad points here. The bad points, obviously, there's a lot of less pubs now. I believe there was about 70 of them, and it's actually on the board as you go into the main town centre of St Ives. So there's only about 3 pubs left, apparently. So that is a little bit of a disappointment. But of course, people used to like exploring pubs in the old days. But there's some good notes to note about. Of course, it was very festive about the Platinum Jubilee. That was all good. And of course, most towns are still continuing on that sort of great feeling, which is fantastic. And also, finally, good to know about the toilets being exchanged, being refurbished, whatever you like to call it. So that was quite fascinating. And finally, of course, the Witherspoons. It's got to be fantastic. But the only disappointment was, of course, they ran out of course, mayonnaise. But anyway, that summarises it all. And beautiful, fantastic views from the bridge. Or the bridges, I think it's called, and of course the quayside as well, where of course you can watch the ducks swimming in the rivers, the Great River Owls, I think it's called, unless I'm wrong. Let us know your thoughts on the video, and thanks for watching.